Ricky Kidd was convicted of a double murder that took place near Swope Park back in 1996. Kidd's name was anonymously called into police, but Kidd had an alibi for the entire day that even included him filling out paperwork for a gun permit. Multiple people swear they were with him. On top of that, Kidd's defense team says it's now clear who committed the crime.
I thought, we did it. Let's celebrate. And my legal team was telling me, calm down, Temperance. I'm thinking, no, we did this. It's over. We proved their case. I said, Temperance, Ricky, that's not how it works.
Because the legal process does not allow the courts to hear the merits of his claim.
The Missouri Attorney General argued that the evidence was available or could have been available back then.
The state's response was never, oh, he's not innocent. It was, the process says he doesn't get to be heard.
It was devastating, and even though it was 2009, it felt like the whole process from when the initial arrest took place and the cold handcuffs got put on my wrist. I felt like I was starting all over again. And for the first time, if I'm being honest, I began to doubt. When the Dream Team was assembled, it was a whole different ball game.
I was an attorney that helped Sean O'Brien and the Midwest Innocence Project with the case.
She was a prosecutor before becoming a defense lawyer, and I just felt that she had the mental understanding to know what went wrong and how to put it in front of a judge and make sure that they get it right.
That's really where she lives and where you see the very best of Cindy.
And then I got on board with the post-conviction relief motion for asking for DNA. And it took many years to just get that part resolved.
She came and she wouldn't take no for an answer at what it was a cost to herself. She'd never say that, but that's what it is.
She joked with Trisha and I all the time, like, I don't know how you guys do this. I don't know how you guys sleep at night. This case keeps me up. I dream about it.
It was very important to me that this man get freedom, because that's what justice is supposed to be about.
Now, a judge has taken a serious look at this old case and ruled this needs to go back before a jury or Kidd needs to simply be released from prison.
But 2019, we went in that courthouse. I was scared that I was going to spend the rest of my life in prison for a crime I didn't commit. I didn't know what this judge was going to do. Like, what would make it different? The last time was just as good as the other 11 times.
It came from Judge Atkins, and I stopped and
Checked our email, and it was just sort of immediate tears and then a gathering of everyone in the office to come look.
I didn't know if my world was going to come crashing down, because this was pretty close to it for Ricky if it didn't happen.
But when that order came down and my lawyers called me, and Cindy Dodge was on the call,
I probably spoke too fast, because it's not like the three of us had a plan on how we were going to tell him. I guess I just blurted it out.
and then Cindy busted out, Ricky, you're free, you're free. The judge said you're free to go. The order came down today, you're free to go. And I just broke out in tears.
I mean, it was an overwhelming feeling, and especially because we won on actual innocence, right? And to share that with her, it was, Cindy would say it was pretty fucking great, I'm pretty sure.
That jubilant feeling that I was waiting on for 23 years, it finally came. The words that I was waiting to hear for 23 years finally came. I was free, and I was going home, and Cindy Dodge's voice giving it to me meant so much to me on so many different levels.
This is a monumental day for Mr. Kidd, who has spent more than half his life behind bars.
Getting to see a client you've been with for years and years and years walk out the door and walk into a new life and walk into freedom, there's nothing like that.
For him to finally be able to stand there in front of everyone and speak for himself, I mean, that is the best moment.
I feel like I just walked out of a nightmare and into a dream, if that makes sense. Because this is a dream. I dreamed this 23 years ago. I thought that I would go to Jackson County Jail in 1996 and walk back out with the understanding that they had the wrong person. And it took 23 years and a courageous judge and an amazing team to bring about this day. So I'm excited, guys. I'm elated and I'm excited.
There is nothing more rewarding, in my opinion, than being able to right a wrong. We rarely get that opportunity in life to be able to do something so grand, so bigger than yourself, and to the benefit of someone who might be a complete stranger.
If we didn't have volunteer lawyers like Cindy who are coming on and helping us try and litigate these cases, we literally could not keep operating.
You're making a difference. The system is changing. The system is having to deal with questions of what it means to have people who are innocent and who are incarcerated and what the process is to get them home. And we couldn't do that without supporters.